By now, you have seen this jar in a supermarket shelf or on display in a high-end coffee shop. Or maybe it's this jar that you saw, or perhaps this. Well, these are the Voila jars that so many are raving about. It's instant cake in a jar. How instant? All you need is water, a spoon, and a microwave. And you're in business. The business of baking and eating your cake, that is. But let's not get ahead of the story. Meet Ryan, 24 years old, a graduate of management engineering from Ateneo de Manila. This young man is the founder of Voila Jars, that innovative product that families, office workers, friends, and just about anybody can bring along for a quick bite of real, freshly made cake.
You know what? I came from a family of entrepreneurs and businessmen, diba? So I've seen my dad start businesses together with his siblings since I was born, since I was growing up. Yun talaga yung environment ko. So I would say I'm a bit predisposed to doing business myself. Kasi nakikita ko parents ko ganun sila. My mom and my dad, they started businesses of their own. So medyo na-inspired din ako. Dati tumutulong-tulong lang, diba? So I'm required to help out in my dad's business during weekends. Bawal maglaro lang ng video games or go out with friends. You have to spend time working with my dad or with my mom. Gigisingin kami nila ng maaga. And that was way back when we were in grade school, high school. We would be required to work to the family business. And we would get paid as well by the hour. So may sweldo kami, may time in, may time out. So, siguro that was really a very, very strong influence to me. That is why after college, naisip ko, I'd actually want to start something my own.
Having grown up in such an environment, it was only natural for Ryan, fresh out of school and brimming with ideas, to start his own business.
Part of it is hard work. I agree with you. But the more important part of it is because nobody likes to work hard. It's not easy to work hard. You have to motivate yourself. Bakit ba nag-work hard? Kailangan mo maintindihan why you're doing what you're doing. And for me, I get excited with the prospect of creating value. Diba? Creating brands, creating value. So, that's what we're trying to achieve in Voila Jars. Our products, we believe, is something that gives an experience and, happiness to people.
On his father's side, the family is into real estate, while Ryan's mom is into importing and exporting food products. But wait, exactly how did the idea of cake in a jar come into being?
The story of Voila started this way. It was actually an idea that came from both my aunt and my sister. Diba? So, previously before, my aunt kasi is a retired chef. So, being a retired chef, she has all those background experiences and for the food production and creating desserts, this and that, because she is a pastry chef in training. And so they're really the ones who develop the product. So when they cook the dessert at home, on one Sunday lunch, sabi ko, oh, this is really nice. Sa tingin ko, there's a business behind this. So what I did naman, what my role is, having a business background, having a marketing background. So I developed the brand of Voila Jars. And we developed it, and we developed a very good, we worked with very good designers to help us come up with nice packaging, nice and creative, vibrant packaging that would catch the attention of the people in the market. So when we were launching it, people couldn't believe you can make a cake in just 1 minute. Diba? So it's a cake you can bake in 1 minute. And previously, baking a cake is a 1 hour thing. You buy the products, you mix it, everything else, and then you bake it for 30 to 45 minutes in your oven. Right now, with our products, it's just as easy as adding water, mixing it, and microwaving it for 1 minute. Then you already have a freshly baked cake. So, the main challenge really is introducing the concept to people. People didn't understand na, pwede na pala yan. So, when they hear about the product, they get surprised. And yung pagiging surprise nila, na natutuwa sila, that's really what fuels our passion. What we're doing is something that people like. It's something that makes people happy. and therefore it's something that's worth doing. And that's why kahit mahirap, even if it requires a bit of hard work, it's sulit.
Voila jars was introduced into the market in the last quarter of 2014. Like many startups, the way to go was through bazaars, and that is exactly what Ryan did. He joined bazaars and found out that introducing his product to the market was not the problem. It was actually production. They couldn't produce enough to distribute to the market, so in 2015, they resolved to expand their production. Then they started supply to third wave coffee shops, past the strict standards of these niche stores, and even got the nod of Bose Coffee, a large coffee chain here. Before long, they were already on display in some department stores.
When DTI discovered our product, they invited us to join the International Food Expo held here in SMX. And there, they actually invited foreign buyers from all over the world to come over to the Philippines and look for good Filipino products. And that's the time when we were introduced to a lot of potential customers abroad who were interested in carrying our product. So sa isip namin, oh nga no, may potential din pala yung export. So hindi pwede yung hindi pwedeng when you talk about the export market, you really have to be you have to maintain very high quality standards and in terms of your manufacturing processes and the ingredients that you use. So I'm proud to say now we're export ready. Actually, there is a big global obsession on crafts, diba? On yung mga artsy na mga tao. And nagkaroon ng resurgence from using before people were using jars long time ago, diba? Because yun nauna, yung mga products ng when during our parents' generations or grandparents, lahat sila they're found in glass jars. Then plastic came, and so almost everything is now plastic. But now, in this age of earth friendliness, in this age of recycling, upcycling actually, so we wanted to bring back jars, mason jars specifically. So after they enjoy the product, after they cook the cake, they eat the cake, now they can take the jar and turn it into something else.
Ryan's team is now coming up with a program to let others know how to reuse their jars. With a big demand out there, Ryan knew he had to invest in machines, in people, even in more professional training for his production staff. But he also knew that he had a product that had a big potential.
It's not just the cake, it's the experience of making it. You know, very few people in the world are gifted with, very few people know how to bake. And very few people get to enjoy, wait, lead and go. Okay, you know, very few people in the world actually know how to bake. And so because of that, very few people tend to enjoy the joy of baking. Very few people experiences the joy of creating or being part of making something really nice. That's what we want to bring, that's the experience we want to bring to everyone. We want people to be able to experience the joy of baking the cake themselves, putting their own toppings or their own fillings in the cake to make it truly their own recipe and their own creation. And it's something that is very exciting, especially for those people with no time. Example, if you're working in an office, you probably have less time to spend time making a cake. But right now with Voila jars, you can actually bake a cake in your office.
As Ryan says, making a cake now is just as easy as making your own instant noodles. He has quite a few flavors now, but the young company continues to develop more flavors, even as they are preparing to conquer a bigger world outside.
Our best seller right now is the Belgian Fudge No. 5. So that one, we make use of real Belgian chocolate in making it. And talagang it's a very moist, fudgy chocolate cake. It's actually very, very good. Apart from our best seller, as I was saying, a Belgian Fudge No. 5 is our best seller. So it's No. 5 because we chose the 5th recipe out of the 20 recipes that we've developed. And the other one naman is a Red Velvet Vanilla. The Red Velvet Vanilla is actually a vanilla red velvet sponge with a white chocolate filling naman inside. So when you dig into your red velvet, instead of cream cheese, we put white chocolate. Iba yung sarap, iba yung linamnam. So it's very, it smells very nice. And the third one is actually for those na mahilig sa peanut butter. The peanut butter mud cake uses roasted peanuts together with peanut butter and chocolate. So it's actually inspired by Reese's Pieces, you know, the candy, the chocolate Reese's Pieces. So we got inspired by that flavor into creating this dessert because favorite ko yan eh. The cakes are not yet cooked. They're kept dry, so which is why they last longer. So if you don't cook them yet, they last for the Belgian fudge. The shelf life is 14 months, and then the other flavors are 1 year each, so 12 months each.
There are more supermarkets, more malls, more coffee shops to conquer, but as they are expanding their domestic market, they already have one foot in the export market.
So right now, for example, we're starting to ship to the Middle East. So we also develop labels with Arabic on them. So it's actually ready for the Middle East market. We also have labels that are we made for the North American market. So given the right partners, given the right business partners, right buyers and importers abroad, we're excited to actually expand this too and sell it to more markets.
No doubt it's an exciting product, but don't take our word for it, take Ryan's.
Hi, so for those looking for a different experience, like, you know, baking your own cake in your office or at home, for example, in just 1 minute in just 3 steps, you can contact us through our Facebook page. So just search Voila Jars in Facebook, or better yet, you can go to www.voilajars.com. So it's VOILAJARS.com. So if we're actually looking for if interested dealers, just call us up and we'll make sure to get in touch.